Hello, and welcome to another episode of Uncomfortable but Necessary podcast. I'm so excited to be here with you, and thank you for joining me for another insightful, purposeful, intentional um, episode. Thank you, thank you. So, today we'll be discussing something very important and something you know, you might need to really calm down and listen to the end of this podcast. I need you to not be offended. I need you to listen to the words I have to say and carefully and intentionally evaluate yourself, your life, the things you're doing, and the things going on for you. So, what we'll be discussing is about the title is No One is Coming to Save You. No one is coming to save you. I know I don't want to say some of us because I'm not a fan of fairy tale. Most people believe in fairy tale as, you know, as reality, as things that to look forward to in the reality space. I'm not a fan of fairy tale. I'm not a fan of, especially lovers of Bollywood, Nollywood, every form of wood. You know, it creates this impression of, or this expectation of something that cannot be easily replicated, something that is not constant, something that you are not sure of what the outcome will be, what you're most likely going to produce, what is most likely going to be the end result. And it's almost like you're gambling or you're expecting, you're hoping, and you're wishing. Let me start by saying this: support matters, helps matters, community matters, but eventually you must stop waiting for somebody else to completely change your life for you. Let me take that again. Support matters, help matters, community matters, but eventually you must stop waiting for somebody else to completely change your life for you, including God, including your spouse, including your parents, because we overburden people unnecessary because you're my spouse. And so what? Because they're my parents and they gave birth to me, they brought me to this world. And so what? Because it is God, God is God. And so what? Nobody can completely, single handedly, without your contribution, without your involvement, without you playing your parts, change you or change your life. I need you to allow that sink in. I need you to meditate on that. Remember, this is uncomfortable but necessary podcast. This is the conversation. This is the kind of conversations we have. These are the kind of conversations that good friends should have. These are the kind of conversations that when you go in with someone, from where I come from, in Africa, Yoruba land, you know, you paraphrase it now. When you let's say you come to visit me and I'm like, oh, I want to have a conversation with you, and we go inside a room or anywhere to have that kind of conversations. It's believed to be that after that conversation and we both came out of that room, if we are both smiling, we probably lie to ourselves. But if one of us is not looking so good, or we even came out angry, we probably told ourselves the truth. So those are the kind of conversations we'll be having here. There are conversations that you might find it uncomfortable, but you know it's the truth. You know it is necessary. You know someone has to tell you at a point in your life. And even though you don't want to accept it initially, that's fine. But at least believe what I'm saying to you first, because you're going to need it. So, those are the kind of conversations we are having here. Let me read that to you one more time. I say that support matters, help matters, community, because we are in the area of, have your community, have your community members, have, your friends that are helping you. Everybody, you can't do life alone. That's all of that is valid, trust me. But eventually you must stop waiting. I need you to understand the choice of words. Waiting for somebody else to completely change your life for you without your involvement, without your contribution, without, whether you want to call it divine, you want to call it favor, nobody will completely change your life for you without your input, without your contribution. That is subject of today's discussion. Trust me. Um, I also need to say this. It's almost like the first thing I said. One of the hardest truths to accept in life is this: nobody is coming to magically fix your life for you. And that was why, firstly, I talked about the fairy tale world, the prince and knight charming armor, the, you know, the Superman that is coming, the Iron Bender that is coming, the Flash that is coming. What other superhero do we have? That is always coming to save the world. The truth is that nobody, I'm telling you, nobody is coming to magically, I'm not saying supernaturally or strategically, I'm saying magically. There is no magic fixing your life for you. There is no magic waiting to happen for you. You don't wait on a magic, on a fairy tale to happen on you. You are not the Cinderella that will go to a party and the prince will bring, you lose your shoe, and because of your shoe, the prince will now look for you and bring. That's just a fairy tale word. All right. Then I need to also let you know this, not because people don't care, but because your healing, your growth, your discipline, and future ultimately require your participation too. That's what I'm saying. It's not because sometimes we treat people, oh, you don't care, oh, you don't love me again, oh, now you're busy, and we make people feel bad for living their own life. Nobody will pause their life for you. A lot of people have died, even in your own life, that you know. Did you stop living because they died? Did you stop living? Did you stop sleeping and waking up? Did you stop eating? Yeah, you might do those things probably for some period of time. And that is not because you don't love them. That is not because you don't miss them. But because life must continue. And it's because you are still living. They are no longer here. They are probably in a place resting, and they have joined the cloud of witness and they are meant to be cheering you on. But imagine you don't want to be cheered on and you're tying your life to something that stopped existing. So these things is not because, oh, now everybody have moved on. Yeah, everybody will move on. Everybody is moving. That is the way life is designed. So when we start to see people do some things or live it or something, it's not because they don't care. It's not because they hate you. It's not because they don't love you. It's not because they're not a good friend. The truth is that for your healing to happen, for your growth in your business, in your career, in your life, whatever growth, for you to have the future you want, for you to be disciplined, for you to move ahead, for your life to be better, it requires your participation too. Even if I will be a part of it, you must be 100% in participation. You cannot bring your 70% and want me to bring my 100% in participating as far as your life, your future is concerned. Regardless of who this person is. Sometimes even we do these things to our spouses. Because I married you does not mean you should be a baggage or a luggage, an excess luggage or whatever to me. It should not be a burden to me. We should be complimenting, helping. Yeah, I understand the days of I'm in my down state today, you help me, but you cannot be there perpetually and expecting people to always, especially when your health is perfect. I understand the place of people that probably have some health challenge or some physical there are people that are physically challenged that have to depend on another person. I'm not talking about that. So we need to understand what I'm saying. We are in a place that you don't have a choice. You have to depend on people. That is not what I'm talking about. I mean physically, or you are, someone that is physically disabled. That is fine. Or probably you have some health challenge and you need to count on people to help you, take you to the hospital, probably birth you, feed you. That is understandable. I'm talking about someone that is whole, health wise, body wise. No other person will want to stop their life just to live for you. You don't want to be a parasite. You don't want to be the reason why someone is not living their life. So if you're a disabled person or you're someone that constantly need help, trust me, you get all the help you need. You also need to live. And if people are willing to give you that help, trust me, accept it, receive it. But if you're not in that category and you want to always demand, amount pressure, make people feel bad, guilt-trip people, and tell them because you're my spouse, because you're my parents, because you gave birth to me, or even guilt-trip God. God, you created me now. Nobody is meant to 100% at all the time, for all instances, in all situations, bring that 100%. That's it. At some point you need to for lack of choice of word, man up, be responsible for your life. This is the truth that my generation find it difficult to accept. I know we've been told favor, help, divine encounters, divine, all of these, supernatural. That is beautiful. Those things are not meant to stop you from doing the work. Those things are not meant to make you paralyzed. Those things are not meant to make you not productive as a person. Those things are not meant to make you 100% depend on an external factor. Okay? I hope you are getting what I'm saying. And why I'm saying this is because many people are waiting instead of acting. They are hoping, they are wishing, you know. You want to do this thing. When do I'm hoping to. That is always their first word. I'm waiting on. I'm wishing. You need to start acting. Because I see people waiting for motivation. I'm waiting to be motivated. I'm waiting for, Monday morning motivation, Tuesday morning motivation, Wednesday morning motivation. And someone has to, sometimes, even like David, you need to learn to encourage yourself in the Lord. The truth is, we always at one point or the other in our life, we find ourselves in that situation. No motivation is coming anyway. If you cannot motivate yourself, there's some barriers you cannot break, there's some lands you cannot break, there's some lands you cannot cross, there's some things you cannot do. You will just see yourself as someone that is handcuffed, someone that is changed, like chained to the ground, chained, to something that cannot move forward. So sometimes no motivation is coming anyway. You need to learn to self motivate yourself. You need to learn self motivation. Sometimes you're waiting for the perfect timing. Sometimes there is no perfect timing. Sometimes you just need to strike the rock while it's hot. Sometimes you just need to do that thing when you don't have it all sorted out. Sometimes you just need to keep on moving even when you're not sure where you're going to head to. Life happens to people in different way and it is just different lessons. And if we do not pay attention to what is happening around us, to what is happening, around us, to other people, examples that have gone ahead, we will end up making the mistake they made, and we our story end sorrowfully the same way their life ended. There are a lot of I'm a fan of biography, documentaries, autobiography, and all of that, history, people reading all of that, because there are a lot of things that, see, this path that we are in, that we are planning to tread, that we are on, a lot of people had gone ahead of it. So whatever we are going through right now is nothing new. Trust me, there's nothing new under the heavens. Somebody somewhere at some point had gone to, probably not exactly, but similar to what is going on in your life. So there are already answers. And even in this time that we have access to information, we have access to information, the snap of your finger. You can know what happened 100 years ago. You can know what happened to someone you've never met. You can know what is happening presently. Information. The fact that you can listen to me, you can watch me right now, means you have access to information. So how are we making use of that? How best are you making use of the access that you have? Because we need to start looking around us and know what is really happening. So like I said, some people are waiting for perfect timing. The thing is that the timing might never be perfect. The perfect time you're looking for might never happen, might never come. Another mistake some people make is they are waiting for rescue, someone that will help them. I've said that they are waiting for the iron benders of this world, the Ben 10, the Flash, the Iron Man, the Spider Man, the Superman of this world to come and help you. Sometimes no help is coming from anywhere, and you already know. Sometimes you know that nobody is coming to save you from where you are right now. Some people are waiting for some opportunities that might likely not happen if you will not move from where you are, if you don't do the next thing. But sometimes many people ask me, "Oh, I hear of opportunities, but I'm not a recipient of all of these things. Is it that I'm a bad person? Is it that I'm not well positioned? Is it that I'm not doing something right?" Sometimes you just need to do one more thing. Sometimes you need to take some steps. Sometimes you need to be the one looking for those opportunities. Sometimes opportunities will not just sit on your lap. They won't just arrive from scouts after scouting the old heads. We don't know who else to give this opportunity to. It looks like you're the best person, and to just come on a platter of gold and sit pretty on your lap. Sometimes you need to be the one to be looking for the opportunity. Sometimes some things happen, you don't even know that there are opportunities. Because the first question you need to understand and ask yourself is, do I identify opportunities? How do I know this is an opportunity? Are you someone that's identify an opportunity? You can know, oh, this is an opportunity. Oh, this is something I need to take. This is something that is necessary. Do you know? Do you know how to scout for opportunities? Do you know how to search for opportunities? Do you know how to hunt opportunities? Do you know even when the opportunity now comes, do you know what to do with it? But sometimes people are looking for, oh, this is my role model. This is my mentor. This is my coach. I wish I can have to one-on-one with this person. And when you eventually have the opportunity to be in the same room with this person, you are asking silly questions. All that you're after is taking a selfie. So sometimes it's not even the opportunity. Sometimes you don't even know what to do with it when you have it. So that are sometimes you will never have such opportunities. Trust me. An opportunity that you've not planned, you've not see those days that even till now, I will do rehearsals, pitch, to people that I don't that I'm just waiting for that opportunity to meet them, or planning to go to a place that I know they will eventually show up. And I'll rehearse, being in front of the mirror, say the things I need to say. Even sometimes I might not say those exactly as, but it is called preparation. It is called, oh, I'm not caught on guard. It is called I am preparing for an opportunity. It's not waiting for an opportunity and you are waiting and you are hoping and you are wishing. Or when the opportunity now comes, you don't know what to do with it. Some of you now, you think your problem is money. Oh, someone should just give me 1 million naira. 1 million naira to do what? If you have 1 million naira now, what do you want to do? Oh, I wish I'm the richest man in Africa, or the richest man on earth. What value will you communicate? What do you have to offer the world? What do you want to build with $1 million? Because sometimes you think this money are big until you have a vision, until you have something that they are pursuing, that you know that, oh, it is endless. You need endless resources to make this thing keep on running. Sometimes the reason why some money sounds so big in our heads is because we are not doing so much. So when we hear some amount or some figures, it's like we are even our mind is about to explain. We're like, oh, is this money on earth, or is it a spiritual currency? They are physical currency, they are paper currency. And that's why money we always thought towards value. So I said that to say this. What are you building? Because sometimes we are asking for people to help us. Help you to do what? In fact, for marriage, as beautiful, as romantic, as loving and dovey and beautiful it is, you don't need to get married if you don't have a purpose. If you don't have anything to do. The God that instituted marriage made sure Adam was busy doing something. He called the wife help. Why? What will I be helping you to do when you're not, okay? You're asking me to help you. That means there's something you're doing. Because when people reach out to me sometimes and they're asking for help, sometimes it's not like, don't make stop making people feel bad when they're asking questions and you feel like, they should just give me the money. Like, give you the money and do what? Give you the contact and do what with it exactly? Give you the opportunity and embarrass yourself? But sometimes when people have access to things and we are trying to reach out to them and probably they're unreachable, or they are not letting go of, probably the contact, the money, the opportunity, whatever, it's not because they are bad people. It's probably because they know, and you also know, that if you are being given exactly what you're asking for, you don't know what to do with it. You're going to waste it. It's going to die with you. And because these people understand what it takes to build whatever it is that you're asking for, they will not give it to you. So it's not because they are bad. It's not because they hate you. It's not because they are enemy of progress. And it's not because your village people are after you. It's simply because it is so clear to them, to you, and every other person that cares to know that we are not building anything productive with your life. This is not meant to make you feel bad. I'm not trying to downplay your struggles or say you're not trying. I'm just saying that maybe that could be the answer. Because we need to, as young people, because sometimes I see a lot of things, and people are just bashing people. This one is bashing people. And sometimes I'm like, okay, do you know what it takes to be in that position? As beautiful as it is, or as it sounds, when people are bashing their governments, children bashing their parents, oh, you are not a rich father, you know from where I come from, they said, oh, I'm not your father is not rich. Okay, you will still get there one day and you tell me how easy it is to be a rich father. Sometimes we castigate people, we say a lot of things. Oh, you should have done this. We are better advisors at the back of our keyboards, behind the keyboards. We are quick to castigate, to give counsel. We are the wisest people to know what you should have done. But the question is, with all the wisdom and counsels you have, with all the information, so how come it's not making your life better? Because we all advise people so well, and like, why is it not working for you? And that is because sometimes you don't even understand what these people are building. Because sometimes you don't know what it means to build a business, to build a brand, to build a marriage. And because they're not building anything, it's you don't understand it. And until you start to be a builder, someone that is building something meaningful, you still will not understand it. So I ask you, what are you building? If I'm asked to, if I'm to ask you, can you just tell me one word that summarize you, or a sentence that summarize you as a person? What will you say? Is the first thing you will tell me is your name or the job that you do? If those are the first two things you will say, you are missing the point. You are still not getting it. When I'm asking you about, tell me about you. In fact, I'm by now, when I'm interviewing people, probably for a position or whatever thing, and I'm telling, oh, tell me about you. And the first thing you tell me, when fully knowing I already know your name, I have your name. Probably I even called you. I called your name for the interview, and I have your resume written pretty before me. So obviously, I'm not asking for your name. I'm not asking for what you studied. If what you are telling me about yourself is your name, what you study, what you are doing, the job you left, you are not doing so much. You are not giving me so much information to work with. That's basic. In fact, it's not necessary. I don't need to know your name. The lot of people that we know today, not because we remember their name, but we remember what they stood for. We know what they are building. The lot of people that we've never seen them in our life. Sometimes you don't even know what they look like. But because we know what they stand for, we've heard them. For example, now people in the Bible, nobody, because we can still see some people in our present world that are still living. When you search for them, you can see their pictures, you can see what they look like, you can see what they're building. But people that we never met, we never knew, and probably there was no picture of them. But probably all that we knew was their name and what they stood for. They are so strong in our hearts that we cannot erase them in history. We can't erase them, you know, in the part they played in the overall scheme of life, in what they did to make the world a better place. We cannot forget them. So I ask you again, what are you building? What do you stand for? And that's why sometimes people cannot come to your rescue because they know you are not building anything meaningful. The contact you're asking for, they know you will destroy that relationship. They know you have a bad mouth. They know you're not a good conversation. You're not, you don't have the communication skills. They know you probably spoil that relationship for them. So they rather not give that contact. They never allow you into their space. So sometimes it's not that people hate yours or they hate you or they are bad people. It's because you have not proven to be someone worth fighting for, someone worth given opportunity to. Another thing some people are waiting for, they're waiting for validation. Who will validate me? Who will sponsor me? I'm waiting for a sponsor. I'm waiting for someone that will validate me, someone that will showcase me as the show glass that they are, and as the object in the show glass that you are. They're waiting for relationships that will make their life better, and until then, they will keep on waiting and they will not do anything. They are waiting for miracles to happen. They are waiting for some connections. And as beautiful as this thing is, but let me let you know that some people are not stuck because they can't move forward. They are stuck because they keep waiting for permission. Me high, permission that no one is even aware you're asking. Permission that no one is willing to give you. Just go ahead. Just go for just do the damn thing. Just follow your path. Just be dogged with your work. Just know the onions and the tomatoes of your occupation. Just go forward. Just be the best that you can be. Be the best version of yourself that's ever emerged. Sometimes it's not because you are stuck, because you're waiting for things to be perfect. You're waiting for permission. You're waiting for some people to validate you. You're waiting for some persons to be. Just move forward. Another thing I need you to understand is you need to stop expecting people to do your inner work. People can support you, people can encourage you, they can advise you, they can love you, they can pray for you, but they cannot heal you. If you need emotional healing, nobody can heal you. Probably a therapist can do that, but you still even need to work with a therapist. I've seen people go through therapy, go through counseling, and it's almost like they never went, or they even came back worse than they went. That is because the therapist will not do the work for you. There are still some things they will tell you that you need to do. It's a personal work. All they can do is walk you through that part. But if you are willing to put in the work, no miracle will happen. Nothing will happen. And you say, yeah, and I put in for that work, and I went for that coach, and I went for that master class. It did not happen. You know, no, they cannot grow you. Nobody can change your habit for you. Nobody can face your fear for. These are the things that nobody can do for you. I can encourage you. I can motivate you. I can speak good words, but I can't do the work for you. I can't help you face your fears. I can't speak the declarations for you. I can't be the one to change your habits. These are the things that nobody can do for you. I can't help you to be a disciplined person. I can't help you to be a patient person. I can't help you to be an hardworking person. I can't help you to be a courageous person. I can't help you to be a timely person. I can't help you to be a punctual person. I can't help you to be a person of integrity. I can't help you to be an honest person. I can't help you to be a professional. I can't help you to be a man of your word. So sometimes the things that we lack are not the big things that we think we lack. You think, oh, what I lack is the opportunity. What I lack is the connection. What I lack is the human resources, the money. Number one problem of everybody now is money. Sometimes you don't have the discipline to keep the money even when the money is given to you. You don't have the discipline, the responsibility on knowing how to spend the money when the money comes. You don't know how to work hard to multiply the money when the money comes. You don't know how to be a person of integrity when the money comes. You don't know how to maximize the money and double it or triple it or quadruple it or 10 times it when the money comes. So it's not always the money problem. It's not always the other person's problem. Sometimes, most of the time, 90% of the time, it's an individual problem. We talk about people being in wrong marriages or bad marriages. We talk about bad government. We talk about countries that are bad. It is not the marriage that is bad. It is not the country that is bad. It's an individual problem. It's a personal problem. It's a person problem. If as an individual I'm a bad person, I will make a bad spouse, I will be a bad mother. Can you see how it is? We need to start seeing life this way. If you're a bad individual, for example, now I'm a woman, I'm a lady. If I'm a bad person, No, let me say, if I'm a good person, I'm a good person. I'm going to be a good wife. Imagine I'm a good person. I'm just one person. Still me. Just this one me. I'm going to be a good wife. I'm going to be a good mother. I'm going to be a good sister. I'm going to be a good daughter. I'm going I'm going to be a good granddaughter. I'm going to be a good grandma. I'm going to be a good mother-in-law. I'm going to be a lot of things. Just the same me. So when people talk about, oh, wrong marriage, it's because the spouse or the individuals in that marriage is probably a good or a bad person. People are talking about, oh, bad mother-in-law. It's not the mother-in-law part of them that is bad. As a person, they are not good people. When people talk about bad daughters, or daughters that, or parents that are bad, it's not because they are parents. It's because as an individual, it's an individual problem. So everything has to come down to the foundation. Still comes to the inner work, still comes to the personal work that nobody, no money, no connection, no outside thing can do it until you are a responsible person. Nobody can help me to be person of integrity. Yeah, you can blame them. They shouldn't put their stuff where they put it. It's a thief that we say where you put your stuff is not the best place to put it. Is a person that lacks integrity that will say, is the because the money was enticing, they shouldn't have put it there. That was why I was tempted to steal. If you're a person of integrity, even if it's before you learn how to say no and walk away. Is someone that lacks self-awareness, or that lacks what's the word now, that lacks the ability to say no and walk away. That's what happened to Joseph. We see it as an opportunity and grab it. So sometimes when you are, even the things they are called opportunity might not be the opportunity. They might even be the beginning of some people's downfall. Because someone like, if someone like people in my generation experience what someone like Joseph experienced. Do you know some people will call it opportunity? Hey, Potiphar's wife. The madam. All I just need is just to agree with her, tell her what I want, and when they now, and people that will not see someone like Joseph in prison, they will say, you don't know how to make use of opportunity. You are a dull man. If I were to be you. So sometimes people, where people are sometimes is not always a report card of how bad or how good they are. Because someone meeting Joseph in the prison, we think Joseph was there because he was a bad person. That's to tell you that even bad things happen to good people. So because you're a good person does not mean everything that will be happening will be good, 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 good. And because you're a bad person does not mean everything that will be happening will be bad, 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 bad. Sometimes there are good days that the bad people experience. So what I'm saying is that you need to understand who you are. What are your values? What are you building? What are you doing with your life? What is paramount to you? What is dear to you? Because the truth is, like I said, nobody can grow you, nobody can heal you, nobody can change your habits. Nobody can face your fears for you. People can work with you, but they cannot walk your journey for you. I'm a life coach. I mentor people. And I've seen how that some people just expect you when they come to you to just don't just tell me how to be a better person. Don't just walk me through, do the work. And I'm like, I can't do that for you. In fact, from the first meeting I will have with you, I will let you know if I can coach you or not. And some persons I don't bother because I know it's not they don't they don't lack information. They are just lazy people. They are people that you refuse to take responsibility. And sometimes, no matter how you say some things, you still will not change some people. It's until those people come to that place of realization. The thing is, the truth of the matter is that nobody can really change anybody. And as I tell people, don't blame anybody for the bad things that happen to you. The same way, when the good things happen to you, you praise yourself. You don't praise other people. You don't tell, this good thing, I got promotion because of it. Most of the time when the good things happen, you want to you want to own it. You want to be the center of the whole thing. But when the bad things happen, oh, she caused it. She pushed me. He provoked me. He Nobody can change anybody. If you're not willing to, so from the first meeting when I realized that you're not willing to, I don't. My time is precious. It's not about the money that you want to pay me for the session. I don't just bother. I just don't bother. Because you need to agree. If I'm coaching you, you are going to sign. You're going to sign. You're going to sign an agreement that you're not going to waste each other's time. So because what I'm giving you is not just formation. I'm doing the work with you. I'm not one of those coaches or mentors that just tell you theories or tell you what to do. I put you through. When I say do this, I'm I want to do the I'm willing to do the work with you. I'm willing to give you the help that I can. Refer you, see, if probably you need help in this area and I know someone that can help you, I'm that open to give you. So I will not bring you to my space when I know you are not ready. So, like I said, people can work with you, but they cannot walk your journey for you. There are also some kind of people that are addicted to potential. You've been told you have beautiful potential, but trust me, potential does not do anything to anybody. In case you don't know, potential is not what you do. Potential is what is locked inside you, is what you have the potential to do. For example, now, this is a phone, this is my phone. And this phone has the potential to make calls, to send messages, to do a lot of things. Even though it has the ability to do all of these things, I can still limit it. Even though I have access to all of these things, I can limit it to what it will do based on what I do with it. Does that mean it no longer have those potentials or those ability? It has it. But if this phone tomorrow probably expires or gets spoiled and I still do not explore the things I should do with this, does that still stop it from having the potential? It does not stop it. So for the fact that people say you have potential, or a man of God has prophesied concerning you, those things are not automatic. Those are the things that are locked inside you, the abilities that you have, the possibilities that you have, that probably someone else might not have, the talents that you have, the giftings that you have, the unfair advantage that you have that someone else might not have. As beautiful as that is, if you will not use it, it's useless. As beautiful as potentials, as having talents, 10 talents, that 10 things that you can do, as beautiful as those things are, if you will not maximize them, it's useless. I think I need to have a part two of this. I would like to stop here. So let me just end by saying, we've talked about different things. So let me just edit this part. I said many people are addicted to potential. Many people spend years talking, planning, dreaming, announcing goals, consuming motivational content, but they are never changing, they're never doing the work. They don't have plans. They talk about procrastination, fear, comfort zone, excuses disguised as fear. So let me just tell you this, if you are one of those persons or you know them in your space. Your life does not change because you want it better. It changes when your habits change. Let me take that again. Your life does not change because you want it better. So the fact that you want to live a better life does not mean you have a better life. The fact that you want to have a soft land does not mean you have a soft landing. The fact that you are praying, you are hoping and wishing for a beautiful marriage, a beautiful career, a beautiful business, a stable income does not mean it will happen. It's changed when your habits change, when you start taking action, when you do more of talking or of doing than talking, when you have something meaningful that you are bringing to life. So let me just wrap up. Um, all I'm saying is the first thing I started by talking about many people are waiting instead of acting. And then I talked about how that some people are not stuck because they can't move forward, but they are stuck because they are waiting for a miracle or permission to. And I also talked about how that some people, I also talked about how that it's necessary for us to stop expecting people to do our inner work for us. People can support, encourage, advise, love, and pray for you, but they cannot heal you, grow you, change your habits, and face your fears for you. I mentioned that people can work with you, but they cannot walk your journey for you. I also mentioned lastly that some people are addicted to potential. And even though we all have potentials, gifts, we all have all these unfair advantage. And many people spend years or decades talking, planning, dreaming, announcing their goals, consuming optional content, but they are never changing, they are never doing the work. They talk about procrastination, fear, comfort zone, and excuses. And I ended by saying that your life does not change because you want it better. It changes when your habits change. I really hope that you are not offended. No, I really hope that you're offended by today's podcast. Because if you're not offended, if you're offended, it's good. If you're also not offended, it's good. It means that you're opening more to necessary conversations, challenging conversations, things that might not really sit well with you. That means you're someone that really you want to hear the truth. You you want to know the truth and you're willing to do the truth. And that is what I promise you on this podcast, that you will always hear the truth. The truth. Thank you for joining me again. And if this has encouraged you, motivated you, um, angered you, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and share with someone that you also know, anyone that you love so dearly, that is building anything meaningful or should be building anything meaningful in their life. Someone that you love, someone that you care for, please share this podcast with them. We all at one point or the other need to remind ourselves why we are doing what we are doing. We also need, to always, hear the truth, probably from someone else, to know if surely what we are doing is worth it or we are not even doing enough. Thank you so much for joining me. Until I see you in my next video, have a blessed one. Bye.